Kindergarten. Today we're going to work on our N and IP word families. So we're going to actually sort word families into the N or the IP word families. So we're going to see actually if the word ends with the N sound or the P sound. So I want you to help me figure that out today and see if we can figure out if it belongs in the N family or the IP family today. All right, so I want you to, before we get started, go get a pencil and a piece of paper or a crayon and a piece of paper because I want you to practice writing these words with me today as I write them at home. So I'm going to give you just a second to go get a pencil and a piece of paper or crayon, marker, whatever you want to write with to practice writing these N and IP words. Give you just a second to go get that. All right, our first picture today shows a rip. Rip. Very good. Let's tap the word rip on our fingers. Can you tap that with me? Rip. Rip. One more time. Rip. Rip. Would that go in the N family or the IP family? Very good. The word rip ends with a P. Rip. Rip. Let's write that word on, you write it on your paper and I'll write it on the board together, okay? What's the first letter you hear in rip? Very good. R. What's the second letter in rip? I. Good job. And the last letter, P. It ends with IP. Rip. Good job. Our second card today shows pen. 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 Let's tap the word pen on our fingers. Ready? N. Pen. One more time. N. Pen. What's the first letter you hear in, or actually, which side would it go on? N or IP? N. Very good. Pen ends with N. What's the first letter you hear in pen? Very good. P. See if you can write a P on your paper for pen. And the last two letters spell N. We know that word, don't we? I-N spells N. We know that word. N. Very good. This is a lip. Lip. Would lip go in the N family or the IP family? Lip. Which family would that go in? Very good. That goes in the IP family. Let's tap it on our fingers. IP. Lip. What's the first letter you hear in lip? Very good. IP. Starts with an L sound, doesn't it? See if you can write the word lip. Lip. This one is tip. The tip of the pencil was sharp. Tip. Does tip end with N or IP? Tip. Does it end with N or IP? Very good. Tip ends with IP. Tip. What's the first sound you hear in tip? Very good. It's a T. T. IP. Let's tap it. Ready? IP. Tip. Tip. Very good. All right. This one is fin. Fin. Does fin end with N or IP? Fin. Does it end with N or IP? N. Fin. Very good. Fin ends with N. N. Fin. And we know that I-N spells N. Fin. The next one is tin. Tin. Can everyone say tin? Tin. Does it end with N or IP? Tin. Very good. Tin ends with N. Let's tap it on our fingers. Ready? N. Tin. We're going to write it on our paper now. Three letters ending with N. 10. The next one is zip. Zip. Does zip end with N or ip? Very good. It ends with ip. What's the first sound you hear in zip? It's a Z sound. Very good. Zip. Good job. All right, and the last picture today is win. 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 Let's tap the word win on our fingers. Ready? In. Win. Does it end with N or ip? In. Win. Very good. The word win ends with N. Let's write that word on our paper. Win. Ends with N. Very good, boys and girls. So we have our N family and our ip family. So what you notice in these families is the I's in the middle in all these words, but they have different letters at the beginning and the end. So the N family has an N at the end of the word, and the ip family has a P at the end of the word. Ip and N. But when you change the first letter, it changes the word completely, doesn't it? Very good. Now what I want you to do on your piece of paper that you have at home is I want you to choose one of these N words and one of the ip words that you wrote on your paper, and I want you to make a sentence with it. For an example, you could write, if you chose the word win, you could write the sentence, I win the game. So don't forget to start your sentence with an uppercase letter, put a space in between all your words, and a period at the end of your sentence. Okay, or if it's a question, you'll put a question mark like we talked about, okay? And then choose a word from the ip side and write a sentence with that word. So you don't have to write a sentence with all the words. Just choose one word over here and one word over here and write a sentence with those words. So you'll write two sentences, okay? So you could choose the word lip. I have a lip. You could write that sentence. Start it with an uppercase letter, put a space between all your words, and a period at the end, okay? So I can show you an example, just like this, but you will choose a different sentence when you write yours. I, uppercase I, then I'm going to space, have a lip. And what's going to go at the end of my sentence? A period. But you try to come up with a different sentence, okay? All right. Thanks, guys. You all have a good day. See you later.